Welcome everybody. It is your very cheesy host, Chiefest Christ. So today we're doing another bomber escort mission. Looks like there's a flight of planes out there off in the distance. You can see the little speck that I'm looking at way out there. But we also have some activity going on right below us. Right in the cloud, right before the edge of those clouds there is a flight of enemy fighters coming in to engage the bombers that we're escorting. We cannot let that happen. But we will have to investigate that little activity out in the distance there in just a moment, or in just a little bit. But right now we have to protect our bombers because that's our mission, and that's what we're going to do here today. We're going to check our six before we start to engage. Looks like we're right on top of them, and so that means we're going to have to dive right in on them and attack from the top. We're going to break up this pack up because we have a lot of energy, so we're gonna pick a target, zoom, boom and zoom, switch to the next target, boom and zoom, and then we're gonna I think we got some. Oh shit. That P51 like right on that guy and started shooting right above my head. Alright, looks like we got another target here. We couldn't get lined up in time. Alright, we're gonna do a little roll here. I'm gonna go vertical and then drop back down. There you go, right there. Alright, that guy's already attacking the bombers. Let's switch our sights on that guy. Alright. He's broken off, but we're gonna tail him anyways. There's some Mustangs there. We gotta be careful. I don't know why they just straight pulled up like that. Somebody just went down right there in smoke. Hopefully it was an enemy. Bombers are right there at the top right of our cabin there. Take some shot to this guy. Looks like he's inverted, I think. Yeah, he's inverted. Just like me. Alright, we're gonna. Where the hell did you come from? Oh shit! Great. Pull up on this guy. Here we go. Some shots on. Oh, those are all good shots. Nope, pull down. Gotta pull down. Gotta dive. If we pulled up just then, we would have made a collision. We did a little roll. Where the hell did he go? Oh, where did he go? Where did he go? Where did he go? Shit. Not good. I don't know where he went. Try not to black out here. We need to make this hard. Oh, there he is. Good. Alright, so he's up there. How the hell he got way up there, but... Oh, he's diving. Okay, good. Alright, good, because we don't have the energy to go all the way up there. So it's good that he came back down. I'm pretty sure he just went in a panic vertical. He's back out in front here. Well, look, he's going into another vertical. Can't get some rounds on and they're too slow. Of course I followed him in the vertical because I can't let him get a better position on me. But I've been checking our mirror here and I have not seen anything on my tail. At least in the danger zone, that is anyways. Looks like he's going diving through the clouds. Alright. There we go. Maybe some more rounds on. No, we have too much energy. We have to climb. Just for a second. Oh, there it is. Oh shit. Oh shit. Where'd he go? Alright, we're gonna keep eyes on him. Where'd he go? We're still losing control here. We're gonna keep control. Pushing the throttles, push down. There he is. I saw him just now. Top right. Alright, we regained control after we pulled a little too hard with very little energy or speed. We lost visual, and we regained visual a few times, and now we're following the last known position. And where the hell is he? Oh, there he is. There he is. Okay, good. Alright, good. I was hoping he would keep going the same direction, because if he changed direction, we might have lost him. So we're gonna dive here and gain some energy. Match his speed. He's above me, but that's okay because we're starting to gain a little bit more speed here, which means we will be able to catch him. And it looks like he's starting to descend. Yep, he's descending. Now is our shot. Yep, here we go. Good shot. Yep. Alright, we got him. I think we got him. Yeah, that's a... Yeah, there we got him. Alright, we got that guy finally. Alright, let's go meet up with the pack. Check our six, check our surroundings, make sure we're not being followed and being snuck up on from anywhere. Alright, well, let's go find the pack and make sure that our bomb and run will go successful. So that way the mission is successful. So that looked like them right over there. I think I saw something over here just a minute ago. So that looked like them right over there. I think I saw something over here just a minute ago. Something way out in the distance. I think that was that group that I was talking about earlier, but I'm not entirely too sure. Let's see, that's the bomber group over there. I'm gonna head this way and go do some investigating, and we'll see what's going on over here. Hey guys, so accidentally trying to hit the end record button or record button, whatever you want to call it. I accidentally also hit the canopy eject button. So it's going to be a little weird, and it's going to be a little bit windy for this part of the segment here. for the rest of this mission, whatever you want to call it. But nonetheless, we are still active. But I've seen something over here, as I said just a little bit ago, and there is some activity going on here, and something seems a little off about this situation here, because there's a plane right there, the left window glass. That thing is moving really fast, and I'm kind of worried that that's a jet-powered plane. Hopefully not an ME-262 or something like that, because we might be in trouble. See, look, there he is. He's already done his whole circle. We're gonna stay a little bit high and see what that is, and see if we can't get the drop in on this thing. That's a little bit big for a 262. What is that? Oh, there's a flight of planes right there too. That looks like it's probably going to be enemy. Alright, we're going to drop in on whatever this is. Going a little too steep. We're going to adjust the dive angle. We're not going to be able to make this one. He's going too fast. Where'd he go? I lost him in the clouds. Where the hell did he go? Oh shit, he's already all the way over there. Alright, well, looks like we're gonna have to adjust at a different angle, close to the ground here. Let's hope we don't get hit by flak or AA fire. Let's get some rounds on this guy. We're gonna go ahead. I think these rounds are good. They should be good. Those look like good rounds. That is a dual. I don't know what that is. That's not a 262. Did they have jet bombers? Is this an experimental plane? Is this an Easter egg? What is this thing? This thing's a little bit terrifying. I thought they just had 262s and the Comet, but I didn't know they had bombers. That's wild. We've got a lot of good rounds. Oh, sweet. Oh, okay. He's got an engine fire. All right, he's good. Alright, so we got that guy. We're gonna go ahead and swing back around and get this other group. I think they were preparing to land, or maybe, I don't know. I've never seen that thing before. Look, he's going down out there. Looks like he's got both engines on fire now. Where the hell did he go? Whatever, I gotta focus on this. Where are these guys at? It looks like one of these guys landed. Now there's only 3 of them. So one of them made it on the ground before it can get there. I'm not sure if that's snow or if that's ground fire coming at me, but I'm pretty sure it's both. Got this guy right here. He's in. Oh no, he's done for. Good rounds, good rounds. A lot of good rounds, good rounds. Oh, he's done. Pull up. Oh. Okay, gotta pull up. Alright, well, we got that guy. There's the other two right there. We're gonna get the second guy, obviously. That'd be the one closest to me. Alright. So normally the P-51s have the 50 cal machine guns, 3 in each wing. But I don't know. I don't really like the some good rounds there. Good rounds. But I choose the four. The four. I know that sounds weird. Oh, there's some really good rounds. Oh yeah. He is leaking heavily. Oh, he's good. He's cooked, bro. Oh yeah. Now he's now he's really cooked. Alright, that guy went down. His engine caught on fire, checker 6. Alright. Oh, what the hell was that? They're getting close with that flak. I have no canopy, so we're going to do some maneuvers here to make sure I don't get hit and I'm just a still target. That is not good. Alright, so there's one more over here. That plane looked a little weird. I've never seen any markings like that before. I wonder what that. I wonder what those were. And I know that FW190s. I'm not specifically entirely sure what version they are, but all right, here we go. This guy's putting his landing light. Okay, his gears coming out. Oh, okay, he's dead. Oh, the guy just straight died. There was no way. I'm pretty sure pretty sure the pilot got shot. Alright, well, I think that's all of the targets. So let's get the hell out of here and head back home before we get shot by those damn AA guns. Yes, he's definitely dead. Checker 6. Yeah, it's just AAA fire and black. Alright. Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. Definitely don't want to be here no more. They got close a couple times and they're still getting kind of close. So we're gonna hit the deck and fly fast. Alright guys, here we are again in the P-51. This is our, I believe, the 4th mission. Our fourth combat mission. I'm not sure what day it is. I think it's like day 6 at this point. But nonetheless, we're doing another bomber escort, and we are in formation here, right above the airfield. There's P-51s all around me. We're just waiting for the A-20 bombers, the A-20 B2s, I think it is. to come in and form up with us so that we can go hit the objective and fly back. There they were, so we're going to go ahead and start banking to the right and form up. We have made it to the bomb site. With no hiccups. The A-20s just dropped their bombs. That's our target right there. Not specifically the city, but there's a factory that's down there that obviously needed to get destroyed. It looks like there's some previous destruction on that specific structure, and then we just basically there's been multiple missions, combat missions, bombing missions, whatever, to destroy this factory that's down there. And we're just checking our surroundings, make sure we don't get snuck up on. But we're just checking. There's been multiple missions, obviously, because there's a few destroyed buildings, and now we just made more. So the factory is pretty large. It's just off the tip of the wing there, in that little bay area right there. And we just helped destroy that facility a little bit more. So it looks like the bombers are done with their mission. So we're gonna form back up on them, and then we're all gonna fly home. And hopefully there's not hopefully we don't run into anything, but at the same time we kind of hope that we do. But mainly say the hope that we don't, so that we don't lose any bombers or anything like that. But it's better to not run into anything and get all the bombers home safe. There they are, right over there. There's the factory. Alright. Nice. Don't see anything yet, which is kind of odd. It kind of makes me feel like this is a trap. But we're gonna form up and we're gonna see what happens. And we'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, we're just about on our way home. We're crossing friendly lines right now. Looks like everything's all nice and quiet. But we're pretty high up. I think we're about 12 to 13,000 feet up. We're gonna go ahead. That's what that says. I can't really tell. But we're gonna check around and check our bottom, because I know a lot of times whenever you're this high up, enemies like the enemies don't. I mean, obviously they don't know that you're this high, but they come in usually a little bit lower than this, And if they're below you and you're high up, you don't really get to see them because the plane is blocking the entire view. But it's been a while since we've seen anything, and I feel like something's amiss here. Is that something right there? It looks like something right there. Yep, there they are. Them. Alright, so we're gonna go up high. Look, there they are. Coming through the clouds right there. I just barely seen them before they entered. But that's them right there. We're gonna dive in on this little pack here and break them up a little bit. I feel like they saw me come in doing the dive. They saw me diving down on them, and so they decided to climb, which obviously messed up the angle. Which I think I dived a little early, but at the same time, if I dove any before or after when I did, then I probably would not be able to keep up with these guys. But I want to tag this guy right here. I'm gonna make sure he doesn't do what he needs to do, because that's our flight of bombers coming in right now, and we're hauling ass right into them. Alright, we got some good rounds on this guy. He is messed up. We gotta take him up before he gets close. That's some good rounds. Oh, that's the that's the death dive. Nice. Alright, so we got that guy. It's one less we gotta worry about. Oh, what the hell? That guy was close. I think there's one over here. I don't think that's a P51. That definitely looks like a P51 Yeah, they're all P51s. Oh shit. Alright, we're good. No, it just looks cool. That's it. Just threw some rounds on that guy. We're definitely not gonna catch that guy we're just shooting at, so we're definitely not gonna go after him, because he was hauling, buddy. Like a different one, I think. Not entirely too sure. Alright, let's start picking our targets here. I'm gonna make sure we don't accidentally tag or go after a P51. Keeping eyes on that guy though. Looks like there's one. Oh shit, it looks like one of the bombers just went down. That's not good. I try to go after that guy, or which one? I'm entirely too sure. Check their surroundings real quick. Alright. Looks like there's one going that way. Somebody's getting shot at up there. Something's over there. It looks like a P51. That guy is getting... Okay, those are P51. P51's chasing a BF-109. Actually, there's no one on our 6 or chasing me. Alright, I'm gonna leave that guy to those two. I'm gonna go after this guy right here. Looks like I have a little bit more energy than he does, which is just fine. Get some rounds on. I'm not too sure if I just did that, but nonetheless, he's leaking something. Fortunately, he's already has some damage, or I just damaged him enough. Which I think I saw it before I started shooting, but I'm not entirely too sure. He was in overdrive mode or overpower or whatever it's called. Nonetheless, it was in turbo mode. supercharger mode. That's what it's called. It's a supercharger, and usually whenever you're supercharger, like what I am right now, you leave a little trail of black smoke or two. There's technically 2 trails of black smoke. They're very tiny, but because usually the exhaust is put out on each side of the plane, just in front of the cockpit, where the cockpit starts. And see, he's not smoking or anything, but he's just like leaking something. It's that little black smoke is what I'm talking about. Oh, there was a PF-109 that just passed right in front. Sends him around his way just to see if they hit or not. Start sending this guy some rounds. We finally caught up. I think we got too much energy going in. He cut his speed at some point. Alright, we got some rounds inverted there. That was pretty cool. Doesn't look like it did anything too damaging, but we got some rounds on, that's for sure. Alright, there's some more right there on his wing. On his wingtip. Pretty sure that doesn't feel good. Some more right there on the. Oh shit! Make sure we don't hit that. Oh, he's done for. He's going down. Alright, the guy went down. Let's see here. I think there's only one left, which is perfectly fine. I think there's some good rounds. Those are some good rounds. Alright, so there's a bunch of guys going after this guy now. Get some rounds on this guy. He's changing up. Right there. Something sounding a little too close there. Oh shit. They're shooting right over my head. Come on, guys. Yep, there's just planes in my mirror. There's rounds going over the canopy. Feels like I'm getting shot at. Yeah, there's a guy right above me.